And it is the Fastlane.
Oh, yes, definitely. On the fast lane, as promised, the all awaited interview. We are here with Lusanda Beja, and yes, we'll be talking to him today. We are so excited. Lusanda, welcome to the fast lane.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, this is exciting.
Welcome, coming in hot. We know the roads are wet, so
Absolutely.
thank you for playing it safe, for making sure that you got in one piece.
Right.
And you've got a dripping in both places, man. Loving the swag.
Thank you so much. We're trying.
Nice.
No, you're always on top of it. Lusanda, we're excited, but I just want to take it back to where it started. We first saw you, I Want to Sing Gospel, at the tender age of 16.
Yeah.
I mean, you've come a long way,
I have,
and we are
indeed.
so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Tell us where it all started for you.
Gosh, igama lami nguLusanda and the surname is Beja. So I'm a Cape born, originally from Cape Town. And I come from both my maternal and my paternal side of the family are Christians, musicians. So all my mom's dad and my dad's dad were pastors. So I come from a Christian-based family. So music has always been a part of my entire being. That's basically the only thing I've ever known. So 2008, when I did I Want to Sing Gospel, I was 16. That is when I got introduced to South Africa professionally. But I had been singing for the longest time, my whole life, because my mom is a singer. She also just never really made it out there, but she's always been, a musical person. So it comes from the family, basically.
Oh, wow, amazing.
You mentioned that you entered the competition at the age of 16, tender age of 16. So who at that age was inspiring you? Who was that artist that, like, you know what, when I get on stage, I wanna be that person.
Right. Look, I mean, I've always been a Kirk Franklin fan. I love Kirk Franklin.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, like, even right now,
My guy.
I'm a super fan. But I think how I actually got to the competition in itself, my family has always been driven behind, making sure that I fulfill my dream and the desires that I have pertaining to my industry and the career that I wanted to really take on. And so they motivated me to go out and an audition. And when I did, I actually made it to the top 10. So I actually went for that competition.
Absolutely, you did. Lusanda, look, I remember you also were on Idols. I was like, you have got to win. I was that fan.
You have to win this one.
No, I was like, Lusanda, come and do it for your people. Like,
I know.
Cape Town, man.
I know, so much pressure.
Absolutely. But I loved everything that you displayed there.
You.
And I also love your growth. I mean, I've seen you, and I love the fact that you weren't afraid to go on Idols. You weren't afraid to, to put yourself out there. And really, over the years, I've seen the growth in you. And I know, like, you've done amazing things. You've got your own record label. Tell us about that.
So Beja Music started in 2010. So after I didn't win I Want to Sing Gospel, I came back to Cape Town 2009, and then 2010 I registered my record label and established it. And then 2013, I was 23, I think. I recorded my first album under my own label called Revelation of Grace. 2018 I recorded my second album, which is called Jesu Lidwala. So in between all my albums, I give myself 5-year gaps, just to let the music penetrate the people and make more sense. So next year I'm due for a third album, basically.
Okay. And I hope we're gonna get the first listen to it.
Absolutely.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yes, it must be first on CCFM.
Lusanda, can you tell us a little bit about the upcoming concert and what we can expect?
Gosh, so we started this production called Indumiso Enkulu, and the direct translation is Big Praise, as a form of revival in 2021, which was last year. We toured the entire country. We went to KZN, Gauteng. Gosh, we visited almost every place in Mpumalanga, and God really helped us so much. And the idea behind it was really two components: to afford an opportunity to upcoming artists in Cape Town the platform to grow, both musically and spiritually. And also, I think the idea was to allow them to also get an opportunity to be exposed to the rest of the people, and just that stigma that we basically have, a mentality that we have, that a lot of things actually happen in Joburg and not in Cape Town. And so we created that opportunity in Cape Town, and it since grew and it became big. So this year we have another edition in December, the 16th of December, and we're hosting Indumiso Nkulu, which is going to be the final leg of our tour this year, and it's happening this coming Friday at AJS in Belleville.
Lusanda, before you go into who's on the bill,
Yes, sir.
we're going to go to sports, and then we're going to just expand on what more to expect on the day.
Your daily sports report on the Fast.
Us talking to him about the concert that's happening on the 16th of December in Dumiso Enkulu.
Sure.
You do not want to miss out. I'm
Absolutely
telling you.
not.
Because I'm cool. Lusanda, who are some of the people that will be there on the day?
So we have quite a hectic lineup. We have Dr. Dumi, we have Xoli Mngwango, we have Keke, we have Nabagazi, we've got Jumbo, we have Cindy Ntombela. Gosh, am I forgetting anybody? And myself, I'm forgetting myself. I'm forgetting myself. Yeah, so there's 8 artists on the lineup. It's going to be such an incredible evening of worship. I said on Instagram, and I posted this morning, and I said, I have so much to be thankful to God for.
Yes.
I could have easily died this year or last year or the year before that. And anything could have happened to me. I did not deserve the grace and the mercy, you know, that brought me to this very place. And so I'm really excited. And there's so much danger when a bunch of people gather with grateful hearts and lift up a gratitude to the Lord. Really, hell is going to be in danger on Friday. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Speaking to that, what are some of those lessons you've learned over the past 2 years specifically?
Within Dumiso Nkulu, gosh, I am probably, one of my character flaws is impatience. Like, I'm very impatient. But managing such a huge group of people, the cast members, the band, the artists that I get to invite and work with, and just general fans, has really brought me to a place where I, you know, can proudly say I've learned to be patient with people.
Wow.
And I've also learned to be patient with myself. I'm such a perfectionist, so I'm always hard on myself. One person will be celebrating such a great milestone, I'm on to the next. Like, what are we doing next? You know, so I've also learned over the years to really give myself a pat on the back now and again. You know, like we were speaking off air about, you know, your song, when you've released something and, for example, it doesn't take off as you anticipate, it's good to say, I've gotten to a place where I record and I released it. So moving on forward, I'm getting my name out there. So it's always a gradual step. I'm just learning to celebrate all those small moments.
Progressive and just enjoying those moments. I think that's the hardest, especially when, like, speaking as a musician or as a writer, you tend to, you know, when you listen to songs, people are like, yo, that sounded beautiful. And you're like, no, but that harmony wasn't on point. Or the bassist wasn't like, or the timing, the groove wasn't there.
I know what you mean.
So it sometimes it's our own demise, but it's like you said, that growing to that point where you're like, you know what, I'm celebrating those moments.
That's right.
In the moment
That's
itself.
right.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
So about the concert itself, where can people go and purchase tickets? So on socials, where can they find out more information?
So Indumiso Nkulu has a Facebook page. My record label Beja Music also has Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and also I'm on all of the platforms as well as Lusanda Beja. So you can search Lusanda Beja, Indumiso Nkulu, or Beja Music, and somebody will be communicating with you if you have any questions. We do also have a number on our poster that people can contact if they need additional information. Tickets are available at all Pick and Pay stores nationwide.
Yeah.
And they are going for general seats 250 and VIP is 350, and they are sold online and at Pick and Pay.
I want to ask you, and this is going to be humbly because you mentioned it earlier about the song.
Yeah.
If you should pick a song that is one of your favorites, what would it be?
Oh my God.
What would be that one song? If people are like, this song depicts me.
Yeah. It speaks.
Or is it a culmination?
One of my songs?
Yes, yours.
It has to be Jesu Litwala.
Oh yeah. Yes.
It has to be Jesu Litwala.
Okay.
No,
Sweet.
definitely. That's my fave, absolute fave.
Yeah.
But thank you, such a worshiper, and you take us
Yeah.
places. You absolutely take us. I mean, I looked at the reviews of people that were just reviewing you, and everyone said, I felt I got healed
Right.
listening to your songs.
Right.
I mean, that's amazing. That
It
that
is
is
indeed.
bringing the glory down.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
really, you're a great
Yeah.
worshiper, and really just want to honor you and
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
And I think, Lusanda, before we let you go,
Yeah.
very important part of the show.
Mhm.
Do you have any encouragement or piece of advice for up and coming artists or
Mhm.
young artists out there who
Mhm.
really doesn't know where to start, doesn't know if they can
Mhm.
make it? Do you have
16-year-old
any
chaps.
encouragement?
16-year-old Lusanda.
Thank you
back
so
in
much
the
for
day.
asking me that question. It means so much to me. And the reason why I'm going to tell you, I said to my team the last time we had a rehearsal, and I said, two things build an artist. There are two components. One is credibility, and the other one is a song.
Mm.
So when credibility is built over years, that you cannot escape. You have to go through the process of building credibility so that the market out there can be able to trust what you have to say. So building credibility means that you're going to walk out your journey and the plan of the Lord for you. There are no steps that you're going to skip. You're going to undergo every process of being broke and once again having money, being famous and not being famous again. So you're going to go through all of that, and that builds your credibility. But also a song is one of the other components that builds a good artist. So being tenacious and really just, praying that God gives you that Jesu Lidwala propeller song, because that was a turnaround for me right there.
Absolutely.
Apart from the inspiration that you've given that 16-year-old or that aspiring artist,
Yeah.
your peeps that's been in your corner, from the label to whoever, who would you like to just do a shout out to?
Man, I'd just like to thank firstly all my fans in Cape Town particularly. And I'm going to tell you why so many people now all over the place recognize me, because my own province has heed to every call I've invited them to, or every event I've actually done. We've had sold out events back to back,
Wow.
in between 2018 and now. It's been really, really amazing. Next year, I'm getting ready to record my third album in Cape Town. So I really want to shout out to all my fans here and my people for always just honoring and giving me such grace and favor. I can never thank them enough. So those are the people I want to shout out to right now.
I just want to also from us here at the studio, as well as a fellow Cape Townian and artist, want to say thank you for
Thank you.
being so passionate and being so purposeful in creating that platform,
Thank you.
for not subscribing to the norms and saying,
Yeah.
look here, we will make it happen here in the mother city,
Yeah.
because that's where the mother gives birth. So
That's
let
absolutely
the
right.
flame
sir.
start from here. Ladies and gentlemen, Lusanda Beja with Jesu Lidwala.
Yes,
Did I pronounce it properly?
Jesu
Yeah, Jesu.
Lidwala.